What's up, fifth grade? So this video is all about rounding decimals on a number line. If you're in my class, you know that I love number lines. I love them for adding and subtracting. I love them for just placing numbers and figuring out which one's larger, which one's smaller, comparisons, everything. And so rounding decimals only makes sense to put them on a number line because then that's our visual proof of how we know it goes one way or the other. All right. I always get students that come in and they've had these math teachers that teach them songs. And I don't know how to deal with it because I'm like, oh, why would you round that decimal up? And they're like, well, and I'm thinking like some greatness is about to happen, this amazing explanation. And then they just tell me a song and they're like, if it's 5 and above, give it a shove. And if it's 4 and below, I don't really remember the rest of the song because by that time I have stopped listening. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we're going to look at decimals on a number line and prove why they would round up or down. Okay. So, the first decimal we're going to look at is 16 hundredths. All right. 16 hundredths, or I could say 0 and 16 hundredths. And it says round to the nearest tenth. If I'm going to round 16 hundredths to the nearest tenth, if I think about it as a whole number, if I go, oh, is 16 closer to the number 20 or the number 10? I know that it's closer to the number 20 because I've been working with numbers for my whole life. So I can think about 16 hundredths as being closer to 2 tenths than 1 tenth. But how, right? Because as mathematicians, we always got to prove it. I can't just write answers, especially when I'm at home, because I need to prove it. Okay, so we're going to use a number line. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over my makeshift whiteboard and we're gonna make a number line here. All right. And it's gonna be exactly like the number lines I draw in class that are kind of like, they're not very good. So I'm gonna draw tenths. So I got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Man, these are good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They're not all equal. I apologize for that. It's really hard to draw on a Chromebook, but I tried. All right. So now if I'm thinking about the number 16 hundredths. Okay, 16 hundredths. If we think about this number line first, we have 0 and we've got 1. All right, so I could probably place a couple fractions right here, but I want to put 16 hundredths. So I know that I have 1/10. So I know that I'm at least above here. All right, then I got to think, okay, 6 hundredths. If in between these two lines is now 10 hundredths, I'm going to do 6 a little bit off of the middle. All right, now I got to think. All right, is that one right there closer to 2 or 1? And then go, oh, it's actually closer to here, so I would round it up. All right, pretty easy, not too terrible bad. All right, let's look at our next number. 65 hundredths. Oh, 5 is always the tough one because it's always right in the middle, and people are always like just saying weird stuff about giving it a shove and stuff, but I want to prove why, right? So when we fancily erase my super amazing whiteboard, I'm going to do that. I'm going to draw another one. Ready? Let's see how good this one is. Line. Super straight line. Another super, it's rough. So I got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so I got 6,500 hundredths. All right, so I've got 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, 5/10, 6/10, and then 5 I know is right in the middle. So I'm like trying to get as close in the middle as I possibly can. All right, and we do know that the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 would all round down, right? Because their value is closer to the 10th before. And we know the numbers 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 have a value closer to the 10th above them. So 65 hundredths would round up. And I know this one right here would be 7 tenths. Not too terrible bad. All right. So what you can do is you can actually practice thinking about this, just like a whole number. Is 16 closer to 20 or 10? It's closer to 20. Is 91 closer to 90 or 100? Right? So we can think about these decimals in the exact same way that we think about whole numbers, right? Just a little bit different with it. So Today, you're actually going to be practicing making number lines. You're actually going to be practicing placing numbers on that number line and working with decimals. All right. Most of what you're going to do with rounding is all rounding to the nearest tenth, and we'll move into hundredths later on. I hope this helped you out some, and good luck.